Hello everyone and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture we're going to perform fast feature detection. We're going to see how can we perform that using OpenCV. So let's get started. First we're going to load our image. You guys can download the image from here, or you guys can as well include it. It's already included in our course package. Shift enter. Here we go. This is our image of the truck. All right. Let's go ahead and get the height and width. Shift enter, shift enter, shift enter. Here we go. This is our image. So we have 450 pixels by 769 width of pixels. Let's go ahead and actually convert our image from color to grayscale. So we know how to do that. We've done that like hundreds of times before, I guess. Okay. And then what we could do afterwards, we are going to perform canny edge detection. If you guys recall, we can take our image gray, we can pass along our threshold 1 and threshold 2. Here we specify threshold 1 and 2 as 20 and 250, and that should give us our image canny, which is mainly the canny edge detection as we discussed earlier. As you guys can see, what's beautiful about canny edge detection compared to, let's say, Sobel X, Sobel Y, or maybe Laplacian, is that you guys can see that it's not noisy. Like, it's actually remove a lot of the noise in here, so it's actually showing you the actual features of the object, which is great. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and actually perform feature detection. So first we're going to create a detector object, which we call a fast detector object. So we're going to say cv2.fastFeatureDetector create, and that should create our object fast. And then we're going to say, okay, apply the detect method to our object and pass along our image, which is image gray. And that should give us what we call it key points, which is, think of it as kind of, the important elements or important points within the image. Again, the idea of feature extraction or feature detection is trying to find the most important pixels within the image and highlight them, just focus on them. The next step is I'm going to say, okay, let's go ahead, take our key points and actually draw key points on our image. Simply put, I'm just getting the features and plotting them on our image. So let's go ahead and do it. And here we go. It's incredible, to be honest. So take a look at it. You guys can see basically all the critical kind of pixels or important pixels have been highlighted. So as you guys can see here, this is our truck. These are all the pixels that we care about. These are the pixels that identify the object and we're interested in. Here, there is no change. There is no, let's say, change in color, change in gradient. There is no meaning to have any feature in here, right? It's just pixels that are, all of them are white, basically, pretty much the same color. And that's why we can use fast feature detection to actually extract features and then use these features to train, let's say, a classifier to detect objects moving forward. Another way of feature detection as well is to create what we call it ORB feature detection. So again, pretty much the same idea. We're going to create an object, okay? So ORB create, that would be our ORB, and then we're going to determine the key points. So we're going to say ORB.detect, pass along our grayscale image. That will give us our key points. And then we're going to obtain what we call it the descriptors. So simply put, what we're going to see here, we're going to say, okay, orb.compute, pass along our image, pass along our key points, and that should return simply our, what we call it, the descriptors. I'm going to show you what they mean by descriptors right now. Afterwards, we're going to draw the key points. We're going to draw the image and draw all the key points in there. Shift enter. And here we go. It's amazing. So as you guys can see here, this is our image, and it shows you kind of, like all the important features, and it shows you draw like a circle that shows kind of what are the key descriptors within there, and that's kind of the features that we try to extract or detect using ORB feature detection. I'm not going to dig into kind of a little bit more details into the ORB feature extraction, because mainly we're going to use canny edge detection to perform the feature extraction and actually train our classifier. So we're not going to be using ORB extensively, but this is just, like a way or other technique such as fast and ORB to create some features out of our image. All right, okay, and that's pretty much all what I have for this lecture. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's recap. So in this lecture, we have been able to load our image, convert it to grayscale, and we're going to got canny edge detection as well. And we've been able to use fast feature detection to extract key points, plot them, and we've been able to do the ORB as well by extracting key points along with the key descriptors and plot them as well. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this lecture and see you in future lectures.